Welcome back to the channel today, guys. We have another board from Elofty. It is the Alpha Series board. It is their hub drive board, which right now I'm just kick pushing it. Haven't even used the remote. And this thing is already just rolling so beautifully that you could literally kick push this if you really wanted to the entire time. And it's light enough weight that you can carry this thing around. It's got enough power and range to definitely get you around town, especially if you're in an urban area. Now, hub drives typically give you a lot of road feel, and this has some pretty beefy wheels on the back there. I believe 90mm wheels if you get the contact patch, but it gives you a pretty decent grip there. As far as ride feel. And the extreme flared edges give your feet very good familiar placement as far as that's concerned. And actually, this feels even more carvier than the original S6 they sent me as well too. The S6 was so tight, even on the loosest setting, that these feel a little bit better almost in that sense. It's kind of interesting. Well, dogs love it. So this is where I tested as far as like hub drives. Any board I come down, it's always this road. It's gnarly, it chews up your feet. Hub drives always give you that realistic skateboard feeling. You're gonna feel every single bump and vibration inside of there. So now we're on the smoother road, but definitely 97mm is a good amount of thickness on there. With the 550 watts each output on those rear hub drive motors. Let's go ahead and see what this thing does. Now, we have been using this thing about 5 miles in, and I have still 6 bars showing, so pretty good actually. Let's go ahead and see what this thing does. So top speed there was 23 miles per hour, pretty decent for a hub drive, with not a full battery on there. 10S 2P, Samsung 50S. So it's still getting that Samsung 50S 5,000 milliamps battery power. I believe it's 350 watts of battery. So incredible amount of discharge for a 10S 2P. Like, the battery packs don't have to be these massive battery packs anymore. With batteries like the Samsung 50S, EVE 5000 cells as well too, the 50Es with the 5000 milliamps as well too. P45Bs, it's 4500 milliamps and incredible discharge rate. Like, battery tech is getting better and better, and it's making these boards able to use 14S 2Ps, 12S 3Ps, 10S 2Ps even, and still get incredible discharge rate and range because of it now. It's not the days of the 18650s, so you're getting a lot of battery power and tech inside of these really small compact situations, which I'm all for. I started e-skating because I wanted to ride a skateboard, and converting these things into the PEVs that they've become is definitely a niche, and it's a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, I still want to ride a skateboard. I want to be able to throw this in the back of my car. I want to be able to bomb a hill, go back up a hill, go back down the hill, and do that over and over again. Now I can do it on flat roads. I can go all over the place, but these things are, they're designed to be skateboard that you can easily pick up, run around, and live with. And this thing is definitely that. Can showcase you and talk while riding. Now, these wheel flares, initially wasn't the massive fan of them, but it almost feels different redesign from the S6. Now, the S6, I have done a review on already. If you haven't checked that out yet, check that out in the description down below. But the S6 was tight. Gear drive, 13S 2P, a really beautiful looking board, but I just think it needed some tweaking. I think the bushing selection was a little too hard. They really wanted you to go fast and straight line on that. And, point proven, this board is already a hub drive and smoother riding and carving than the S6, than the more expensive S6. And right now, personally, I would choose this hub drive over the S6. Just saying. That's just me saying that. And bushings are, obviously, you can be swapped out. That's a major thing that people should be doing as they progress in their skating careers and getting more comfortable with their boards or not comfortable with their boards. But already, this hub drive feels better than the S6. Now, these are 92A barrel bushings with not precision cups, but small cups on there. So nice rebound, great firm feeling, and on top of that, really nice stability at high speed. Hitting 27, 28 miles an hour in this thing is achievable. I don't have full battery range right now. Like I said, I hit 23 miles an hour on our little speed bump back there, but still very nice in that sense. Thought I saw like a dog in the woods there. That was kind of interesting, but it was a log. But overall, definitely a very nice, fun board. So the Elofty Alpha Classic, it's the first time I've ever seen a 10S 2P Samsung 50S battery. It's lightweight, not the lightest board that's out there. There's obviously lighter boards, Parsec, Zephyr, a couple other boards that are out there that are a little bit lighter, but in this carbon fully enclosure, it's nice. Now I'm in S Plus mode. No, I'm not. Now I'm in S Plus mode. And you know, it's not gonna throw you off. You're not gonna be ripping it, but it climbs quick. So your initial takeoff's not gonna be crazy, but this thing wants to rip fast. That you can full throttle this thing and it just wants to climb, and it's quiet. I'm not disturbing anyone, I'm just kind of cruising through the streets. Everything feels great. No one's looking at me funny other than the fact that I'm just on a kind of carbon fiber board that's gliding through the air. But otherwise it looks great. The deck feels comfortable. For some reason, it feels almost more comfortable than the bigger brother S6 series. Haven't seen that yet. I have done a video on that one. And carve-wise, they did a different bushing selection, seems like, on here. And I think that was the biggest downfall of the S6, was the bushings were way too hard and way too aggressive for that. And I know that they were trying to emulate that downhill, fast speed, whatever, but definitely this feels better as far as just like an overall ride train. And it just feels great. Definitely feels nice. And here we are. Kind of a overcastish day on the Asbury Park Boardwalk here. Here's something else that I really want to stress is the kick pushability support. I love Hub Drive. I think it has its place in the world if you are looking for Hub Drive. But I mean, I've been pushed. It's beautiful. It feels great. I think kick pushing is a natural response to e-skating, and I think that's something that everyone needs to get more comfortable with urethane boards. It gets you a better rider. It gives you a better balance. It gives you a better sense of everything. I know tons of people who have hopped on e-skates that have no background with any long distance push board or just a regular longboard in general. And then being able to just gently throttle up, this thing's fantastic. I mean, don't hear anything. Listen. I'll kick push it. See how far we can get. Good kick pushes here. And you can get that tuck. Work on your tuck. But again, not to be said about a hub drive that can be kick pushed like that. It just has this gorgeous look. I mean, the carbon fiber inside of there, it's nice. Lightweight, 8.2 kilos. Forget exactly what that turns into as far as pounds. So we are at the bottom of the barrel here, 35.9 volts out of 42 volts, 10S 2P. I did look that up. 42 volts is full charge. I think 25 volts is like dead flat. So 35 is just under 50% in that sense. So let's go ahead and see what the top end speed is that we get on the speed run here. All right, in 3, 2, 1, go. It's got a little power still. Miles for me. I believe the car behind me was getting picked up and that was hitting 39 miles, but 21 miles for me on the speedometer there, on the remote as well too, and then tracking wise 21.1. So lower end of the battery range, barely getting over 21 miles there. That was full throttle the entire time. So something to also consider. Slight downhill in that sense as well too. So again, doing yard work. Take that all with a grain of salt there. So bottom end of the barrel here, full throttle, 21 miles an hour on the speed radar there. Again, I have no doubt that this thing could definitely rip it beyond that on a typical full charge. So I put a decent chunk into this thing. S plus mode the entire time, riding up hills, down hills, not necessarily just strictly flat land too, and 220 pound body. Let's see what this range result ends at the end of this whole thing.
Elofty has been creating downhill concept boards since 2019 and has created a very beautiful, sleek, and integrated design here. Portable, lightweight, this 10S 2P Samsung 50S cells is the first I've seen from the Samsung series with 350 watt hours. It's been a lot of fun to be able to ride this board and test it over the past few weeks. With the 550 watt hub motors from Hobby Wing, it's been a pleasant ride, up to 25 miles per hour in top end speed on flat land. If you're cruising downhill, you can get a little bit faster than that. And range has been really decent for me, actually. 350 watt hours, 10 amp hours of battery power, and I got 18 miles with S Plus riding. That also was a combination of kick pushing as well too, so I did kind of showcase that as well. Just overall, really kind of satisfied with it in general. This Elofty Alpha Classic hub drive has been a pleasure to be able to test and ride for the past few weeks. If you guys are interested in picking up a really nice, portable, smooth control power with really decent range actually as well too, check out that link down below. It gives you an affiliate link that does help support the channel directly. I truly appreciate that, and it gives you a kickback as well too. So make sure you go ahead and use that checkout in the code down below. And again, guys, see you in the next one. Peace.